Philosophy is a perspective through which you interpret your world. And so interpretation of the world requires an orientation to it. A thief has a philosophy.
Thief has a philosophy.
Yeah,
What you have a lot of philosophies. I've seen your interviews, sir. You provide a lot of philosophies, even while MBA is more about case studies and understanding what worked in the market and such. How do you like approach this? Like even you have read a lot of books as well, which is bestseller books as well.
I read a lot. I
You
read
read a lot.
5 books a week. The thing is this, without philosophy, man is a monkey, right? You put 1 million monkeys on a keyboard, they will not be able to produce a A.R. Rahman or a Mozart or a Beethoven, right? It would require another dimension for you to create music. So, philosophy and music and anything that is subtle in the domain of knowledge,
Hmm.
there is no leadership, there is no action in the human world that is forward thinking without philosophy.
Hmm.
When I earned my PhD, I went back to my village. They asked me, "What are you doing these days?" I said, "I'm a doctor now." They said, "Doctor, kiska doctor?" I said, "Doctor of philosophy." And the answer from my village friend was, "What kind of disease is philosophy? I've heard all kinds of disease." So I said, "No, it's not a disease, it's an imperative. Without that, you are no longer human."
Hmm.
Right? A dog will not have a philosophy, or a cow will not have a philosophy. What is philosophy? Philosophy is a perspective through which you interpret your world. And
Hmm.
so interpretation of the world requires an orientation to it. A thief has a philosophy.
Thief has a philosophy.
Yeah,
What?
see a Dalai Lama and the thief are in conversation. The Dalai Lama is talking about Buddhist philosophy to the thief. The thief's philosophy is how quickly can I pick his pocket? Philosophically, his mind is bent on Dalai Lama's pocket, not on his servant, because he knows that he must be the most efficient thief in town. For that, you need a philosophical. I have to be the best thief. How can I the best be the best thief? I have a gradation of knowledge. I have to acquire a certain sophistication of mind,
Skill set.
skill set, mindset, and also an orientation. Why am I making money? I am the Robin Hood. During Durga Puja in Calcutta and Ganesh Chaturthi in Mumbai, crime rate goes down.
Thieves has
Thief has
philosophies.
a value system. इस 4 दिन हमने इतना बदमाशी नहीं हम करेंगे. 4 days I'll be a good person because it is necessary to be good.
भगवान देख रहे हैं.
No, even a thief wants to be a good thief. You ask a smuggler whether he wants his son to be a smuggler. No, because he knows smuggling is not good. And that knowledge he has. He has a philosophy.
It reminds me one book which I read many years back, where it was updated that even serial killers think that they are doing some service. They don't think that they're bad.
Absolutely. So you have to understand that without that meaning making, no human being can perform an action. If it is meaningless, no person can. Human beings work for meaning, unlike
What's your philosophy, sir?
my philosophy.
Yeah.
Small work with great love. So whatever I do, I bring the intensity of love affair. So I am having a cup of tea in Boston in a hotel, and I was closing my eyes and smelling the aroma of the tea and slurping the tea very slowly, gently, also, almost like a prayer mode. So the guy who served me tea said, "Sir, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm a tea devotee. I'm worshipping tea." He said, "You're
Mm.
a tea devotee? How come?" I said, "You look at a cup of tea, you think it is tea. It is not tea. It is sunlight falling on green leaves and turning it brown. I can't drink sunlight directly, so I take the energy that the leaf has condensed in it and I call it chai patta. I put one tea leaf in hot water, I heat it, and it creates a beautiful brown concoction. I don't like the color, so I lift the sap of the earth through a pump called sugar cane, and the few crystals of that sap is called a sugar cube. I put it inside, and then I take a black cow eating green grass and producing white milk. I put 2 drops of white milk. The color and the taste suits me. Now, what have I done inside a cup? I stir this with a spoon before I drink it. I'm stirring the entire cosmos. It's a cosmic conspiracy inside a cup.
So philosophical.
No, I am a businessman, so I have to start an algorithm. I have to create an Amazon for tea. So I know you have 5,000 test buds. Your test buds are groomed in Kashmir, so you like kawa chai. If it is groomed in Mumbai, you like cutting chai. If it is Calcutta, it is Assamese Darjeeling tea. If it is in Kerala,
Kerala.
it may be Ceylonese tea or Tamil Nadu tea. But your taste buds are tuned into the cosmic conspiracy in a particular way. If I start an Amazon for tea, I'll bring you the exact kind of algorithm, through a offer, saying that this is the kind of taste buds you have developed in relationship to the cosmic conspiracy. So I'll give you your kind of tea. Today there are 3.5 million varieties of tea, depending on your taste buds.
Mm.
So what is this philosophy or is it market logic? The lines are very thin.
Combination of that.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's a synthesis of the high end thinking and its conversion into a product. You will see the products will have to be thinking, intelligence will be embedded in every product and service. That intelligence which is lying in the mountains in Harvard and MIT will come back to a product. And that product will have any product will be made in dice. For instance, your coat button. You go to Savile Row in England, somebody will put a sensor on your trial coat, and the sensor will record your areas of discomfort,
Hmm.
and the tailor will cut the coat based on sensor data, right? So even a button has become intelligent. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the question is, intelligence is not in your head alone. Intelligence is everywhere.
Hmm.
And that's what Rishi said. This is Chaitanyamay पृथ्वी. इस चैतन्य पृथ्वी को स्वीकार करो और उसके बेसिस पे एक्ट करो.